Are we ready for a world where AI can code, create, and think better than us? And if it can do virtually everything, what is it that really we should be doing? Well, there are a lot of skills, but I'm gonna go over top 7 skills that you absolutely need to know in this world of AI. If you're new here, I am Anudeep and I work as a software engineer by the day after studying masters in robotics and AI from my grad school. Having said that, I will dive straight into the list of skills that you need to know to be able to survive this world which is now embedded with AI. If you don't want to go over all of these, I have timestamps down in the video description so that you can skip around to the topics that you are interested in. Let's get started. Learning and knowing how the AI works beneath the hood. Basically, having a solid grasp over AI and machine learning concepts like neural networks, data processing and pre-processing, and model deployment. All of these skills which fall under the ML stack will be immensely valuable. As I mentioned earlier, many software engineering roles will be AI engineering, machine learning engineering roles in the future, and this field will be a very lucrative one. On the other hand, the software engineering roles as we know them today, for them, using AI and not being afraid of it, embracing AI, learning things like prompting and learning them well will set you apart. Surely AI is not taking our jobs, but it can help us write our code better, faster. It can help you do your job even if you are an engineer in some other field, and heck, even if you're not an engineer. AI can actually help you do your work better, faster, and with improved accuracy and with improved productivity. So if you're not using AI, if you don't know how to use AI, then you are at a loss, people. This is just like saying 10 years back that, I'm not going to use React and Angular because I code in HTML and CSS and JavaScript and code is my art and I can't take help from AI. I'm like, bro, stop it. You're gonna lose this battle. You're gonna be left far behind if you don't embrace this change. Along with all this, staying updated on what is at the forefront of technology, the bleeding edge of technology in tech communities like Tech Twitter and Reddit and stuff, because by the time someone is in the mainstream media like news or if something is on YouTube and stuff, it is already penetrated. It is already out there. So I would highly encourage you to stay active in tech communities and learn and be ready, as opposed to, start getting ready when the thing actually arrives. LLM is the first sub-technology to break out of AI, and that actually requires a good command over the English language for you to be able to reap benefits of AI. Thus, if you do not know English, which I hope you do because you're watching this video, you better start learning. Even if you know the basics, learn the specifics. Learn so that you know more words to be able to explain your questions and queries to AI. Learn more English comprehension so that you can argue with AI. To learn a subject very deeply, to absolutely dissect that topic and become a deep thinker in that and gain specific knowledge as soon as possible, because until and unless you have some specific deep knowledge about the topic, you will not be able to make a difference and you will not be able to use these AI tools effectively, or even any other tool for that matter. Because only after having deep knowledge, you will be able to use these tools and get to world-class solutions for which the world will reward you. As I said, AI can be very powerful, but only if you know how to use it. And a good starting point is brilliant command over English language. To be honest, that is my assumption, and that is that almost all knowledge work in this world will come down to good problem solving, not just in engineering, but in all types of jobs. Rather than knowing a software tool or a programming language, rather than being a frameworker, solving problems is something that will be one of the most valuable skill in the next century and in this century as well. You will have access to all the tools, all the languages, all the frameworks, all hardware capacity, but you need to become good at identifying the problems, understanding what is going on under the hood, and then coming up with solutions, all while learning new things along the way and learning them fast and architecting the final product. There will be an army of robots available at your disposal, but if you do not know how to give instructions, somebody else will be giving these instructions. So to be able to give these instructions, you need to learn these things and learn these fast. And as it has happened in the past, the tech stack will keep on changing, but if you're very good at problem solving, you will be able to learn the particular tech stack or the tool or the framework very fast in order to solve that particular problem, not the other way around. Focus on the logic behind solutions, not just the solution itself, because now there are systems which can produce better solutions than you. So you need to be able to develop the skill of identifying the problem and then going towards the solution with the help of these systems. Critical thinking is the ability to objectively analyze and evaluate information to form informed judgments. It involves questioning assumptions and biases. Analytical skills involves breaking down complex problems into simpler sub-problems so that they are more manageable, they are more trackable, and then once you come down to this basic unit of problem that is manageable, you then begin to find patterns and form solutions based on past data and stuff. And why I say that critical thinking and analytical skills are important for the AI era is that you can get fantastic solutions with the help of AI. Not because of AI itself, mind you, but with the help of it. But AI still does and will continue to make some mistakes. You need to be a rational thinker with absolutely brilliant critical thinking skills to decipher if the answer is correct or not. Now, obviously, you have to have the domain knowledge of the topic, but even if you have domain knowledge, even if you have done courses and degrees and certifications, you will find yourself being defeated by AI as it gets stronger and sharper and more intelligent day by day as we marched towards AGI. You need to be able to get really good at finding logic inconsistencies and identifying if the question maps to the answer and vice versa. And you also should be able to perform risk analysis for each solutions, going to the root cause of it, so that even if you implement a solution that is wrong, what is the impact of risk that is there, and if the solution is in the end worth implementing or not. Now, this is a separate topic altogether, but I can list a few pointers on how you can start to increase your critical thinking skills. Number 1, start this practice of questioning everything. Get down to the root cause of everything. Other thing is to seek multiple perspectives. The more number of ways you can derive an answer, the deeper knowledge you have in it, and the better you can think critically. For analytical skills, just start breaking things down into smaller and smaller sub-problems and start identifying patterns. It is very similar to data analysis, but not exactly. I'm barely scratching the surface here. Maybe I can make a different video on that. Please comment down below if you would like a video similar to that. But the more you do these things, the better you get at it. Clear technical communication will set you apart. In an AI-driven world, the ability to communicate your ideas, complex ideas, into simpler concepts that is clear, relatable, and persuasive can be the deciding factor for an idea that gains traction and an idea that absolutely plummets. This will come in handy when you are interacting with an AI agent because English is the first language that you will be using, and also you will be able to get to the root cause of a problem, you'll be able to argue with AI, you'll be able to, seek more help with the AI agent that you are interacting with. But even in the real world, if you have to give a presentation in your office, or if you're an entrepreneur who's pitching an idea to an investor, or if you're a businessman who's looking for next business acquisition, having mastery over the English language to carve out these compelling stories will absolutely skyrocket your career. And to be honest, strong communicators are thought of as world leaders. By effectively explaining your ideas, you gain the respect of your investors who back you up, you build leadership trust, and all of this actually builds credibility, the exact thing that AI is lacking right now. As we continue to automate routine tasks by AI, being able to identify these new problems and also being able to come up with some novel solutions that bring a lot of value to people and those which have not been identified by anyone in the world until now, this is something that will absolutely distinguish you from the crowd. Rote memorization will go out of fashion. Working on things that have already been worked on in the past or things that AI can do well better than us, working on those things, hustling on those things will also be called donkey style slogging. Hence, the more you can train your mind to understand a new problem rather than, looking at old patterns, because old patterns are already being embedded into these AI systems. So the better you solve these new problems, the better it is for you. Now, this obviously requires a lot of creativity and critical thinking and open-mindedness, but the more you can put yourselves in situations like these, the more this world will value you. So AI systems fundamentally rely on data, how it is collected, cleaned, processed, and then finally used to make decisions. If you have working knowledge on any of these concepts in the pipeline, I think you will definitely benefit a lot in no matter what career you are in. If you understand the nuances of data, you will be able to, number 1, pinpoint relevant insights and understand what these numbers and the answers that is spitted out by AI, what all of this actually means. You will also be able to understand potential pitfalls and analyze the performance of the model, meaning that you will be able to identify if the answers are correct or if it is, going with the correct trends, or if it is leaning towards biases or outliers, and how you can present all of this information to your stakeholders, to your bosses, or even understand it yourself to ultimately come to better solutions. So by developing this data literacy, you are essentially gaining the ability to speak the language of AI. Regardless of whether you can directly handle machine learning models and all that mathematics and statistics or whatever, it doesn't matter. Having a strong grasp of data means that you are just not blindly following the AI, you understand why certain outcomes occur. So the AI era is not just about, learning to use the AI tools and, learning them faster and better than anyone else. It is a weird combination of technical communication, understanding AI, understanding data, and even having an awareness of what these trends are and how you should approach solving problems with the help of an AI. If you found this video helpful, I think you will also find value in my previous video in which I talk about how Mark Zuckerberg came on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he said that most of the work by mid-level engineers is being done by AI, and then what we can actually do about all of this. If AI is actually going to replace us, what can we as humans do about this? And so yeah, please do watch it. If you love this video, like and subscribe. As always, it means a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.